May my gods protect me. My only hope is that they'll treat us with some respect before they eat us. What do you think, little girl? Do you know what is going to happen to us? That comforts me a bit. That must also mean they won't let us die down here.
Isn't this exciting? Greatest adventure of my life for sure. Who knows what will happen next? I was a slave back on the coast, and at least this is different, you know? We're traveling to an exotic, faraway land.
These chains won't hold me for long. The animal inside me roars for freedom. Plans? I'm not planning. I'm pure doing, pure action, pure dynamite. No plan. Watch me rip these chains apart with my bare hands. Must tear chains. Must break shackles. Maybe that food they serve has weakened me. No, I mustn't give up. Pure dynamite power. I will bite through it. Ouch! Chipped a tooth. I can't break these chains. I have failed. You must help me, little girl. Get to talk to that boy of theirs, the one that is like us. He must be able to find the keys for our shackles or something like that. Do you think you can convince him?
Hordes of hiccuping hurricanes. Good thing you're here. Dr. Eagle-Edge has his hands full, so he needs assistance. Whether it's that useless cook or something else, I don't know. But every stomach on board is acting up. There's illness in all 4 directions of the compass. Oh, the air below deck smells worse than my socks on a Sunday, so we've dragged most of the slaves up on deck to get some fresh air. Find the doctor and help him out.
No time, sailor. Commanding a ship is like eating a meal with chopsticks. It requires your full attention.
Hi, Putich. What can I do for you?
At least the air up here doesn't smell. But I still feel very ill. Why do the gods punish me so?
Putich, so glad you're here. The world below deck is so horrible, and I need your help. Just do as your masters tell you for a start. Then, when you have the time, and it seems inconspicuous, find me and we'll talk.
Do you know anything about what the man with the funny hat is looking for? Why is he studying our teeth and skin? Is he trying to tell our fortunes from looking at our teeth and gums? Or is he checking whether we brush them? What is he checking for? What causes this scurvy thing? Does it attack our people only? Or can the whites also get it? Is it a common thing? I see. I'll probably go free anyway. I never get sick when we travel. Not even when traveling very far.
Do you have some time to help me with all these sick people? Very good. I need you to help me separate those with scurvy from those with other diseases, so we can treat people correctly. First thing you should do is check their gums. If the gums are shrinking and the roots of the teeth are visible, it's a bad sign. If the gums bleed, it's also bad. Then take a good look at their skin.
to check if it's full of spots and dots. And finally, ask them if they have problems with nosebleeds. On a voyage like this, it's likely that many of the sailors get it. It's a serious problem for every man on long ocean voyages, and scurvy can be deadly. It's a bit tricky. Fresh fruit, water, and food seem to work well, but keeping things fresh is near impossible on a trip this long. Very good. Soon you'll be as good as me. Go diagnose the woman called Akim. She's at the back of the ship. And then return to me with the diagnosis.
I feel very ill. What? How can you do that? What do you need? What kind of offering do the gods need? I'm ready to submit to almost anything to end this suffering. My gums are shrinking, but I've not experienced bleeding gums. Not that we'd need to chew that awful gruel stuff they give us. No, I don't think so. I think all my marks are bruises and sores from lying chained on the wooden splintery planks in the dark belly of the ship. Only when I fell face first, because I couldn't find my balance while wearing chains. Nothing is good here. Everything is trouble and pain. I want to go home. So do these answers tell you what is wrong with me? What will happen to me?
So, did you decide on your diagnosis? Do you think it's the scurvy that has taken hold of her body? So, what is your verdict? Did she have... Oh, that's good. She would probably just have been shark fodder if she'd had scurvy. Good job. Now I need you to get me a cup of fresh water for this fellow. Ask Mr. Wallace. He's in the cargo hold down that ladder next to us. He's master of supplies, so you have to go through him.
Dinner isn't ready yet, but there's plenty of reason to be excited. I learned today's recipe from a starving unicorn I met when I was in Atlantis. It had only hooves, so it couldn't chop the vegetables. Anything else? The dish of the starving unicorn of Atlantis isn't ready yet. Anything else you need to know? Depends on who you are. Today is salted dried pork day, so you get some weak and sour beer and some biscuits almost free of beetles or worms. The slaves will share some buckets of broad bean mush. The dish of the starving... Who said you could have that? Fresh water is a precious resource on this ship. Never go on an adventure without fresh water. Adventurer rule number 6. I obey only the captain, so I'll have to ask him first. We can't risk running too low on food or drinking water. If he's that sick, a cup of water isn't going to save him. We might just as well feed him to the monsters of the sea instead of wasting more food or water on him. Maybe, maybe not. To me, it's just the smart thing to do. Why risk the life of many for the sake of one person?
Did you get the water from Mr. Wallace? That just makes me sad. Maybe I should write a sad poem about it. Anyway, you're free to go, Puttidge. See if anybody else needs some help around here.